A dreamer at to spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree. Show you where to excel.
Hey, good morning, boys. Mega GMs.
He's got the insights.
All right, welcome to the Swarm Report. Maybe our last ever Swarm Report, man. Maybe. We'll get this moved here at some point. How we doing? All right, Sir Billy, dude, bright and early, man. Good morning, GMs. Cutie, good morning. Hoods, good morning. DK, GM, sir. Cass, they really did it again, huh, man? I mean, I kind of do want to tune into the virtual shows, but holy cow. All right, Virtuals has their builder space this morning. It is what it is. Cats, what are you cooking on, man? Kind of curious. Sir Billy, get to work. I hope you, get to work, bro. All right. Fun show today. Maybe a short show. I think I said that yesterday, and we definitely weren't short. But as we get deeper into the holiday week, we're probably going to have some shorter morning shows here. But we still do the damn thing, right? There you go, Cutie. A month to Christmas. Yeah, dude, it's the best. I didn't used to love holidays, like whatever. I'm like kind of Scroogey, but like I like them now. I do. I should have liked them more when my kids are little, but whatever. Sovereign. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get into this. Basis OS lesson number 1 for builders: steal $500,000. All good. Hey, all the time in crypto, we've talked about the ladder or the ring of money making. Right, the inner ring is builders are the ones making money, probably the easiest. Kind of. The next ring out is insiders. The next ring out is us, people who are tapped in. And the next ring out is like super normies, right? But builders being incentivized to rug you, not a good thing. Let me just say this, and we'll get to Basis OS here at some point this morning. Kind of sucks, right? TLDR there, this is a builder in the virtuals ecosystem. It's, yield farming. Basically, it's what you're doing through, ACP and the Butler. Team members stole $500,000 from this, middleman wallet, and Virtuals is refunding any of you guys, right? Any of us who had our money in the Basis OS yield farm. Thing is, right? It's kind of a hard lesson. Everybody's realizing, oh shit, we got some scammers in the space. And that's not the Basis team, by the way, but it is a team member, right? It's like kind of, lone wolf thing, I think. But here's the thing. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you this. I think there are other... Man, I just got to say, I think there's other scammers in the ecosystem. Like, right, maybe that's not surprising to anybody. I think some of the teams here, and like, look, man, I respect all the builders, and we've had so many great people on this show, but I'm telling you, I think there's some more teams out there who've come in and launched and had maybe successful token launches who are not going to have a product. I think some of them maybe never plan to have a product. And I think we're going to see some of these teams go rogue, and maybe it's individual team members. I'm telling you, that's not the last time we're going to see a story like that. May just be that a project folds, or their X account just goes dry. They stop tweeting, whatever. But we might see some other worse examples too, like the Basis thing. I'm telling you, that wasn't a one-off thing. It's a bummer. And so Virtual's refunding that money. Let me save it. We'll get to that. But it's kind of infuriating. It is. All right, man. We're live on Abstract. We are live on X. We're live on Kick. Actually, trying to get on Abstract. Working on it. But live on YouTube. You know the deal. Come over to YouTube. Subscribe over here. The X account is changing. Was going to be yesterday. Was going to be today. It probably is tomorrow. It is going to be this week. But not changing is YouTube. So subscribe over there. You can follow me at Hudah_idiot. Follow us at CryptoSlam.io. And then finally, in this one, again, it's the important one, SlamAI_XYZ. That's where the show's moving on X. Want to make sure you're following there. Account name's going to change. Just be ready. Just be ready, boys. Okay. Market's getting kind of spicy, huh? I like what feels like is coming. You know what I mean? Like it feels like that next leg up is coming. I don't think I'm alone. I'm never gonna rug. Well, find something to rug. I would not even consider it, bro. How dare you? How fucking dare you, bro? There's a lot of ruggers. I'll say that high concentration of ruggers out there because it's so easy to say I'm building. And you know what, man? I'm gonna try to not get up on the soapbox, but you know what I mean? Like when people throw money so casually at stuff, you just attract guys like that. It's just what happens. There's a lot of those characters here. And it's because it's our own fault. Look, it's our own fault. We throw money at everything because we're so greedy, right? It's our own fault. We deserve it. And sorry if you got wrecked. You know. All right. Elio Trades is saying, and I like this take, by the way. The top of this market was maybe Q4 last year. What? I could actually get with it. I could actually get with that. True top was almost a year ago. Maybe we're a year deep into a bear market. Look, I know it sounds crazy. It is crazy. I don't totally agree with it, but what I think he's saying is, maybe we can say it all together here, right? This time's different, dude. This time is really, really different. And yes, Bitcoin hit an all-time high, what, like 8 weeks ago, 10, 12 weeks ago, what, it doesn't matter at this point. But recently, Bitcoin hit, what, 125, 126. So that couldn't be the top, right? A year ago? It was for most other coins. What if we're a year into a bear market? And think back to last cycle. I know a lot of you have been here multiple cycles. You think back to what the bear market looks like. We're talking a yearish. What if? Just what if? If people are going to talk about it, I'll entertain it. I can get with that. That maybe we're actually, look, it is different. Either the 4-year cycle was 3 years or the 4-year cycle is 5 years. Either way, it's different. It's broken. It's busted. Sovereign, possible ETH stats obscured the last year of bear market. It's different. That's all I know is it's definitely different. It is. All right, quick look at the market. Feels like things are be improving quickly. It feels like it, man. We had a big announcement from the White House yesterday. I can't wait to get to this, man. But an executive order creating, what is it? The Genesis mission? Holy shit, guys. They're calling it the Manhattan Project of AI, which is scary and it's awesome. And as your forever enjoyer here, I love everything about it. And I'm just here to watch how things unfold. And we're here to stay plugged in and make sure we're ahead of whatever is coming. And man, that's why we're here. That's why we do it. DK, we're back. I think we are back. I really do think we're back. In fact, there's a few things lining up this morning that tells me those dominoes we've talked about, those multiple things that need to happen for us to be back, I think they're starting to happen. And no more cycles. I'm there. I think we're there. Cutie, ETH never going. You know, hey, I still think ETH gets there. I'm not sure if it's this cycle. I don't know. Again, what is this? I don't know. Moonship, if you're talking about the Genesis mission and tracking people, if it's related to that, probably is to a degree. I think that is a way scarier thing. Like, again, awesome, cool things are going to come of it. Crazy innovation. It's coming. I think that is also being used for some other things that are probably horrible. Whatever. We'll save that for conspiracy theory show. Anyway, Bitcoin right now, 86.8. ETH 2,900, Ripple 221, BNB 846, and Solana 135. Nice to see some green. We'll take it. When that next leg up, when Bitcoin back over 100, when Bitcoin going to touch all-time high again. I'm a believer in the Santa rally. I'm a believer in, was it 1210 or 1213? When did our boy come in here and give us that prediction? I believe it could happen still. I absolutely believe it could happen. But December rally, yes. Santa rally, yes. I think it's coming. And if not, next year, I'm going to show you why I'm so bullish on next year still, and I am. Hang on, let me pull up ETFs. But just so you know, new ETF launching today. It is the Doge ETF. Finally here. In fact, I think there's 2. Maybe there might even be 3, but there's Doge ETFs launching now, which is incredible. This is for those fancy like pinky up dudes and gals That's how they degen with us. That's how they get into meme coins. They do it through ETFs, which is ridiculously cool. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. All right, Bitcoin ETFs yesterday, 151 million outflows. Just brutal couple of weeks here, man. And still, with all that sell pressure, with all of that, like we saw Bitcoin 86K, it's just hard for me to not be bullish. I'm sorry. ETH inflows yesterday, 96.6 mil. Beautiful thing. And then Solana, I'm assuming, just keeps that streak of being in the positive here. Let's go prediction. Let's go 20 mil. Let's say 20. Oh shit. All right, 58 mil. 58 mil in inflows on the Solana ETFs. Strong day. Love to see it. Love to see it. Still, and this is the S&P 500, but still, fear greed index not great. Not great. Extreme fear under 15 still. This is now, I believe, our 14th day in extreme fear. Again, the longest we've seen at least this year. This is probably going back years. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to have fear to that degree while I think the big market participants are not out of this market. Maybe that's the fear, is that they exit. That's probably where the fear is, right? Everybody thinks Black Swan event's still coming, or that institutional money pulls their money. They're not pulling their money. They're not going to not be ahead of what's coming here. I say no way, no chance. This flips in an instant, and our launch pad, our starting point right now is Bitcoin almost at 90K. Not only am I like Gravity, I think I will hold you, dude. Like, not only am I getting less like tentative, you know what I mean? Like that spot I've been in where I'm like, I'm waiting to see a move before I start getting back in the game, right? I'm not there as much now, right? My confidence is really starting to come back. And probably it's because all the announcements we're seeing here. It's all these things combined. It's now looking like we're getting rate cuts in December. Kalshi's got it up to 80% chance of a 25 basis point cut next month. There's calls for significant rate cuts too. It's not happening. We're not getting a 50 basis point cut, but what if? What if? Now, okay, rate cuts happening is starting to get priced in, I believe. Starting, I think we'll be over 90. I think we'll be at that like 90, 3K support level with rate cuts priced in. We'll see. But again, it's very, very likely to happen at this point. So a few weeks off, it may be go time again. Maybe really fuels that Santa rally. Tom Lee still thinks we've got some downside here. Again, I still do too. It's why I'm not fully back in yet. I'm not redeploying stables. I'm not back in yet, but because I still think we could see this. He's calling ETH maybe to 2,500. That's not that much further down, by the way. We're at 28, 29 now? Down to 25, sure. Tom Lee thinks we see 7 and 9K ETH by January. Boys, I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's likely, but I don't think it's crazy. Kathy Wood saying liquidity's coming back in December. I think it's what's been missing here the past month or so. Also, Kathy Woods thought Bitcoin would be like the payment token. I'm sorry, like I bought into that dream years ago, not anymore. But like, look, this is why I'm so optimistic still. It's very specifically this. The Bitwise guys have really got me they got me in my feels for the past year or so. I like them. Hunter Horsley, he's the CEO of Bitwise, talking about Matt Hogan, the CIO of Bitwise, had a call with 2,000 advisors of a very large bank. I'm not sure who that would be, but they want Bitcoin. They've talked about this a lot. We know that. They want Bitcoin. Their appetite for Bitcoin it's a lot different than ours. They want to offer it to their clients, and they're going to. And Matt saying after he was done with that call, hopped on a call with a $50 billion advisory firm. They're coming. All that retirement money's coming here, man. Investor money's coming here. Again, they're not coming to degen with us. They're not trading on chain. They're coming to ETFs. Wealth managers, I love this. Wealth managers are going to buy hundreds of billions of dollars worth of crypto for their clients. Does anybody doubt that? It wouldn't be me, man. No doubts about that. No doubts. Not unplugging. I didn't even see this video yet. I'm not going to play it But Eric Trump showing off what? This is their mining warehouse. Crazy, just crazy what's happening now. Yes, I still think December is going to be wicked. I do. I can't wait. All right, here was our big news yesterday, though. Again, the Manhattan Project of AI. Incredible. Genesis mission. You guys saw this. I'm sure everybody saw it. This directly impacts us. I can't think of something that moves this market more, and it doesn't have an impact today, but next year, for years to come, yeah, guys. This is one of those things has me feeling like a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean? I know you guys are nerds too. I know it. I know you eat this shit up. I know it. And this is it. I can't. We'll break down what it is, okay? Because I think this is pretty incredible. It's an executive order signed yesterday by Trump. Picture this. I wish I had oh man, I want a whiteboard behind me. I want a whiteboard. I need to get that. My wife will kill me, but I need it. What's up, Luna? Good morning, man. All right, picture this. The biggest players in AI partnering with the U.S. government. Oh, boy. Connecting all of our data. Hang on, cats. The American-made Bitcoin narrative Trump was pushing is hilarious. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't like those guys, but they're funny. The leaders in AI here in the United States, working with the Department of Energy, taking all of our data here, and I just mean comprehensive, all of our data, scientific research, right? Throwing it in these LLMs and our supercomputers. This is where the magic happens, by the way. AI with what? Supercomputers, let's say quantum computing, and see what we can innovate when you start putting those pieces together. That's what's coming, man. That's what's coming. Now tie that, and that's exactly what we're talking about, by the way. It's exactly what this is. In fact, hang on. Is there a bullet point breakdown here? Otherwise, I'm going to throw it in Grok real quick. Well, let's do this. Genesis mission will focus on addressing 3 key challenges of national importance, okay? American energy dominance. We got a big old problem there, by the way, and you hear it all the time. Power consumption is like, let's just say we don't have enough power. We got a problem here. Also, we're going to be talking about more and more. You'll see this on the timeline if you haven't already, but water shortages, the amount of water it's going to take to cool these systems. It's like second, third effect problems. It's a big one. It's a huge problem. Invest in water. Start stockpiling water. No, I don't know. But problem. It's a big problem brewing. The Genesis mission will accelerate advanced nuclear, fusion, and grid modernization using AI to provide affordable, reliable, and secure energy for Americans. Again, this is all the components here. Advancing discovery science through the Department of Energy's investment and collaboration with industry. America's building the quantum ecosystem that'll power discoveries and industries for decades to come. This is why I'm sorry. How can you be bearish on what's coming the next decade? Can't. And this is scary as shit. The DOE will create advanced AI technologies for national security missions, okay, to track us, sure. Deploy systems to ensure the safety and reliability of the U.S. nuclear stockpile. Actually not worried about that anymore at all. Knowing aliens can just turn off our nukes whenever. I feel okay. And accelerate the development of defense-ready materials. Look, this thing is going to be used against us. Like, make no mistake. Like, with the cover of what? Advancing science? Yeah. You know, both will happen at the same time. But yeah, better believe there's going to be some, like, underground programs here. Actually pretty scary. Yeah, to be honest. Here we go. Setting aside the specifics, there's U.S. government backstop for U.S. AI industry. Big. Yeah, this is us basically giving the AI industry a stimmy. We'll buy their compute, or we'll provide the compute. No, we'll buy their compute. That's what it is. This is a stimmy for the AI industry here in the U.S. It's exactly what it is. There is no AI bubble, man. There's none. This is almost becoming like a complete arm of the government. It is. World Liberty tweeted out a meme coin. Yes, dude. Meme coins feel kind of back. Luna, what does that stand for? I saw the name and I think it's like not very PG, right? If it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, memes might be back. Just keep an eye on it. Like not right this second, but like I think it's brewing. I think it is kind of back. Genesis Mission represents the next great chapter of an unparalleled opportunity for America's scientific and national security leadership. Okay, again, TLDR. All these AI, again, open AI, picture like those guys, right? Anthropic, with the government backing, with their data, with their money. Now picture that connected to, I'll say it, robots, warehouses of robots. Discovery happens through these LLMs, sent off to these like robot warehouses. They build thing, whatever it is. They run the experiment. They send the data right back to the LLM. This is it. This is where the magic happens, man. Also, I forgot to tweet the show. I do need a producer, man. Hang on, one day. Hang on, let me tweet this. But this is where the magic happens. This is why I can't bet on a bear market. I can't. Because look, beyond us fueling these AI, there we go. Throw a little love on that. Beyond us fueling that, again, giving an endless stimmy to the AI industry, beyond that, I actually do think they'll discover things. I actually do think the innovation is going to happen. I actually do think this is a industrial revolution. I actually do believe that. I don't think that's a crazy take. In fact, I think that should be like the normie take. It's hard for me to be bearish in the next year or 2 or 5 or 10. It's very hard for me to be bearish when, God, a whole other conversation, but everything's breaking. And this is the exit. This is the way out. Big deal. Big deal, man. Anthropic, proud to partner with the DOE and the Trump administration on Genesis Mission. By combining the DOE's unmatched scientific assets with our frontier AI capabilities, we'll support American energy dominance, as well as advance and accelerate scientific productivity. Guys, it's going to get silly. You feel it too? You feeling what I'm feeling? Anybody think that's a big old nothing burger? Anyone? I'm gonna watch chat. Anybody think that's a big old nothing burger? Imagine if AI creates something better than Bitcoin. Well, okay, to be fair, cutie, tech-wise, I think there's a lot of cryptos probably better than Bitcoin, you know, for a bunch of reasons, but I don't think any of them better than Bitcoin for, you know, at its core, what it is and how dominant it is. You know what I mean? What's up, Dead? Actually, Dead, I think I'll commit to this right now. Friday's show, quick reminder, Friday's show is not going to be at, you know, that hour earlier time, 8 a.m. It'll be probably, actually, maybe it will. Whatever. I'll keep you posted on the time. I think we'll do Friday's show in the other side. How about that? If I can split it off and do other side and here, great. But I think we'll do Friday's show in an other side's bubble. I think it's time, you know? Luna, most crypto won't make it. Maybe 20 of them. Luna, depends on make it. And I'm with you. But I also think, yeah, it depends what we mean make it. As in still be worth anything in 10 years, 20 years? Yeah, actually, I don't think I agree. I get it, but I don't think I agree. I actually think back to like what Caesar did yesterday or, you know, Friday, Saturday, whatever. I do think crypto is going to end up becoming like ownership on top of utility, on top of gambling and speculation. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to get silly here. Yesterday's announcement, I think, is, well, at this point, maybe the biggest announcement of the year. Maybe. Dad, I think it will. If it goes well, I think I could do that every week. Home, AI might create the mark of the beast, and then we'll see real utility for Bitcoin decentralization. Yes, absolutely that too. I still can't get out of my head that, I know this is stupid. I grew up really religious, right? Grew up in a like super Christian family, right? And like Revelations is the coolest. Like even now, like I'm not into that stuff anymore. But even now, like I think Revelations is cool and actually believe it. Like I actually do believe it. maybe in a different way. Anyway, this is so stupid, but like, I'll just say it. It sounds so stupid, but and other people think this too. Mr. Beast, like Mr. Beast, Mark of the Beast. Mr. Beast is going to be president one day. So the conspiracy theory is going to be Mr. Beast is president, launches a crypto, most powerful person in the world, and you have to get a Mr. Beast tattoo to buy groceries. There we go. No, I think all this stuff we're talking about, though, to be honest, home. I actually think it's all part of the same conversation. And some people say it's crazy because you just don't buy any of that shit. I get that too. But I'm a conspiracy theory guy. I think all this stuff we're talking about, crypto and AI and all this tech, I think this leads us there. I think it leads us there. Anyway, AI now, this is according to Polymarket, the most likely person or whatever thing to be Times Person of the Year. That would be wild. I don't know if AI would be eligible, but that would be super cool. That would be super interesting if AI is Person of the Year. Could be. Actually could be. Dad, I'll hit you up, man, like just to see what I need to do, if anything. But I will do Friday in the other side. So yeah. All right, let me keep us moving because today's not going to be shorter, but we'll keep it to the hour. Google tweeting out, just look, basic stuff. We know this stuff. We live and breathe agents at this point, but Google's into agents too. I think already were, but announced that Gemini agent is live. Again, I think it was live, but more and more people getting exposure to agents. And we'll be using agents, and they'll help us automate our daily workflow. Can't wait. Can't wait. Still need to get there, better spot with it all, but it's coming. What's coming too, man, and this is why I'm so, bullish on AI, yes, but bullish on AI, like let's say DeFi. It's this, Solana tweeting this out. One day, you'll plug in your income, your spending habits, your risk profile, and your goals, and you'll tell it to an agent. Agent's going to simulate millions of portfolios. It's going to recommend one that fits you. And you'll tell the agent, or you hit a button or whatever and say, dude, take care of me. Make sure I'm rich, or make sure, whatever. Just keep me in the game, right? That's coming. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet, but also now we've gotten a feel for where the tech's at, and it's not as good as we thought. So now I get why we're not there. I was hoping we'd be there by now. I don't think it's far off. Actually, at this point, if what he's describing here or they're describing here, I could see that being a year off. Or I'll say this, within 12 months, I could see that being a very, very near-term thing. I hope so. I think we all do, but I hope so. What's up, Smokey? Good morning, man. But anyway, the AI stuff's getting wild. It will keep getting more and more wild. It's not slowing down. There were fears it was slowing down. There was fears it's a bubble. There is no bubble. I love you. There's no bubble. None. Morgan Stanley on the AI bubble fears. Any weakness in the short term is an opportunity to add long-term exposure. I'd say buckle up, man. Cutie, I do think right now you're probably right. Google leading the AI space. They keep, they all just keep leapfrogging each other. Right now, Gemini's done that. So, yeah. Polymarket also with a market on this. AI bubble no longer projected to burst anytime soon. There we go. I love it. We're there. Okay, we got to keep moving. Quick follow-up, and I'll pull up price, but quick follow-up on yesterday's Monad launch. Big question we had. Not me. I didn't buy any. Probably should have. Big question is, look, if you sell your Monad pre-sale tokens, you're penalized, right? You're not eligible for the next... Well, actually, you may be eligible for the next token launch on Coinbase, but you get a nerf. Or maybe you're not eligible. It's one of the two, right? So people were asking, what if I transfer my Monad tokens out of Coinbase into my my wallet, right? No penalty, man. None. Meaning you completely get around their penalty. Meaning, again, you can sell your tokens and no penalty. It's game on. It's game on for next month. I don't know. Good, bad. It's probably both of those things, right? You bought your Monad tokens. They want you to go use that token, in their ecosystem. For sure. They don't want you to sell, but I think they fucked themselves here by putting out anything, right? You can now sell your tokens with no penalty. Just transfer it off Coinbase. I think Coinbase kind of dropped the ball here. Yeah. What else are they supposed to do? But again, you can transfer your coins out. You can sell them, no penalty. You're in the game for the next drop. I think we just call it a win. I think that's simple. Now, when Monad was ramping up TGE, everybody's comparing him to Berachain. A lot of people think Monad's going to be a ghost chain in a year. Look, I'm probably in that camp. In fact, day one products live on Monad, the top app, at least as of yesterday afternoon, was like a digital beer pong game. Like that's what we're doing on Monad. Like fun, cool. But that's what we're doing. Look, they're gonna have great products. They will. They'll have their prediction markets. They'll have their dexes. They'll have some great apps there. But hey, there you go, Luna. Couple memes are doing all right. How high did Nads get? When I was looking, a couple coins with some motion, but they were kind of around a mil market cap. I think some of them got almost a 5. Is that right? Kind of curious how high the best meme coin got, but Nads was the one. I had some buddies that got Nads too. I really got to get active there, man. But again, people saying it's going to be a ghost chain. Again, I'm probably there. And I hope I'm wrong because I want everybody to win. I do. But compare it to Berachain, and that's what the comparisons have been. Well, we actually got some news from Berachain yesterday. Not good news, by the way. Actually, really shitty news. Not good. Big story yesterday. Berachain gave its co-lead investor a refund for his token purchase. And we're talking like millions, guys. This guy invested $25 million in the Bera token. 25 mil. And the dude had a year to get a refund. Basically, if token price isn't up, he gets a refund. Dude takes no risk doing this, only gets to be in it for the upside. How crazy is that? Who else gets a deal like that? How wrong is that? Actually, that's a question. How wrong is it? I don't know. I mean, who wouldn't take that deal? Luna, the only time where everyone can win, there is a time where everybody can win. And still someone loses, by the way. But in crypto, everybody can win if you are ahead of a big mass onboarding event. And by the way, that means those people who came in lose. So Luna's right, but let's just say selfishly us. I want all these platforms and products to win, and I want us to win because I want our reward to be from front running everything, from being early ahead of like I was calling the super normies coming in. That's it. That's the game. In that case, we win, they lose. Sounds so shitty, because it is. Anyway, who wouldn't take that deal? Who wouldn't? But it's bad precedent to set. Invest in us. If token price is up, you win big. If token price down, you lose nothing. Not great. It's not great. Let's just say it's not great. But welcome to crypto, because I think a lot more of those kind of deals have happened and we just don't know. All right, on to the AI market here. Nice to see some green over on this side too. We're looking at a 5.76 bill market cap. Your top tokens here. Wow. I'm looking at Fartcoin, man. Our leading indicator, right? Fartcoin over 300 bill, up 64% in the past 3 days here. Yeah, I think still our leading indicator for memes is Fartcoin and looking pretty damn good right now. Behind that, Tibber. Keep a close eye on Tibber still. Toshi, AIC, and Elk. Over on infrastructure, it's FET, Virtual, DCAI, IOTX, and UB. And then in DeFi, we've got Venice, Cortex, Banker, OLAS, and AI Tech. So nothing really changed there. And then quickly Mindshare. I imagine not much change here. Wow. Else AI. Still waiting for TGE there, but that must be coming soon with the Mindshare ripping like that. Warp, Cookie, Fartcoin, and then Rect. There's your Mindshare. We covered this, but we'll just mention again the Basis OS scandal. It's a scandal, bro. But it is. It is. Team member rugged $500,000. We, community reimbursed. I don't know. I'm kind of with Will here. I don't know. I don't know if people should have been reimbursed. I don't want to see you guys lose. I don't want to see traders losing. But I do want us to be, I don't know. I want us to be scared a bit, right? I want us to stop throwing money at everything. And, I'm just speaking like super generally here. But it's just what we do. We gamble on everything. We assume, I'll speak for myself, way too often I assume if there's a partnership, if Virtuals is platforming somebody or something, I assume that they vetted it, like thoroughly vetted it, which is stupid. There's no reason I should be like assuming that. None. But it is what it is. And so Virtuals bailing them out, incentivizes maybe more teams to do that. Like maybe. Like I don't think we're about to have a rush of people rugging their projects. No, but it's not great precedent. In fact, remember when something happened over on Abstract and there was a project that rugged? I don't believe Abstract reimbursed people. Again, it's a really bad precedent to set. It's like super nice, sure, but I think they're going to run into this more. I think we're going to run into this more. I'm just not super it's not a trust thing, man. I just have it's a gut thing. It's also just like having met some of the characters in Virtuals. Some of them, I'm telling you, the vibe is like I expect more of this. So be super careful, man, but also get ready. Just get ready. But yeah, big spicy story. And we'll see. We'll see if that recovers, if Basis recover. I mean, I think they're fine, by the way, but all right, what launched here yesterday on Virtuals? We got Black Hole launched, 400K FDV. I didn't see how high it got. We got that racing one at 1.35 mil. That's ED Torque. Nothing crazy here. Great to see Repo still doing well. I do like Repo, by the way. I really do. And we got something new on the board we'll peek at in a second here. Who else cooking, though? Dude, Reply Corp almost to 4 mil now. Got to go claim my coins. Got to go restake those bad boys. But yeah, good. I mean, look, if that Santa rally's loading, and with that big AI news here, I'm sorry, but Virtual's still to me the best place to be looking for some big wins, some big opportunities, especially as base ramps up to their TGE. I know it's a while off, but you've got a perfect storm brewing here for the AI meta, the ICM meta, and base platforming projects, tokens launching their ecosystem. I'd be watching here. I'd be super focused on this still. Wow. GG's cats. Yeah, 50,000 tokens in the reply pool. That's how much you've made. Wow. Very cool. Anyway, Black Hole went live actually just this morning, right? Tax at what, 50 something percent? Cool. Life AI is tomorrow. One Path Thursday. Again, I like these. I don't know if any of these are really going to do. I don't know if we're going to do numbers, but there's going to be some opportunities here. If I were betting on any of these here, by the way, it might be One Path. Might be that one. Again, a coordination layer for robots. It's cool. Bitcoin on Virtuals, again, that mining platform, Bitcoin mining. Silverback's new on the board. I'm not, I don't know. It's another DEX that has an agent that's going to help, not manage your portfolio. It's going to be trading a treasury account. It's another one of those things I feel like we've seen them. And I don't think we've seen one of them really work. But here's the thing, again, it doesn't work until it does. right? One of these is going to work. One of these is going to outtrade, I believe one of these agents or platforms will have an agent that trades very well, and all of a sudden puts DeFi like front and center, right in the spotlight, main character. I'm talking like main character, like AIXBT main character. An agent that's trading and making money that you can use or deposit into some kind of vault that he's trading, right? You know what I mean? When one of those works, it's game on, it's DeFi explodes, and it's a whole different story. That's the thing that changes DeFi. You know what I mean? That's what changes trading is when one of these is actually winning and winning kind of around the clock, and it's coming. Katz, have you wrapped your head around that third fee or third fi, Jeff CEO stuff yet? Kind of sounds like you have. But yeah, that's I'd be watching Jeff too. Anything else in AI? Thinking if I've seen any other big stories in AI. Oh, there was jumping NFTs because I love it. And because I think actually NFTs are not totally dead. Believe it or not totally dead. And whatever, if they're dead right now, is in whatever it looks like now is dead, I think they still have some life coming. I still think a lot of those collections, you have a 2x out of them. In fact, some of them more. So we're never going to ignore NFTs here. Just love them too much. Anyway, Pix putting out some info here. Actually, pretty cool. Found a wallet that's been buying a lot of NFTs, 166 NFTs. Turns out it's Magic Eden. Magic Eden is suddenly making, this is actually so cool. Magic Eden suddenly making every NFT project, let's say lots of NFT projects, deflationary. Magic Eden is buying back NFTs. I don't know if they're giving them out as rewards, by the way, or if they're just keeping them forever, like vault them, burn them, whatever. But they're saying they're deflationary now. I don't think they truly are, but I like it. I'll run with it. Magic Eden buying up a bunch of NFTs. Dig it. Sales up yesterday, big time. 13 million cross-chain sales. I like it. Sellers are down, sellers are up, buyers are up. Transactions up, average sale price up. I mean, across the board yesterday, everything in NFTs up. Maybe floor prices too. Let's check at that. Trade profits actually up too, though. Right? Instead of us being $1 million in the negative, $2 million in the negative, we're only $500,000 in the negative yesterday. It's one of those signs I'm looking for, man. People making money on trades. And maybe we've rounded a little bit of a corner. Maybe we did find the bottom for NFTs here over the past couple of weeks. Could be. Punks are back over a 30th floor. And yeah, just one collection, but let's peek. Let's have a look here. Man, will that Solana NFT ecosystem ever come back? Yeah, I mean, look, almost across the board here in NFTs, we're up as well. Pudgy's ramping back up, heading towards 6. Bored Apes just about 6 ETH. They're down, but just about 6 ETH here. Moonbird's up, Nakamigo's up. I mean, yeah, a lot of green in NFTs. Love it. And I do think there's some decent upside here. Again, picture if we get that Santa rally, if Bitcoin's heading back to all-time highs, all those ifs, right? If those things happen, though, NFTs follow. And I'm not saying Pudgies are going to 20 ETH. Like, right, not saying that, but Pudgy's back over 10, yeah. Same with Bored Apes, back over 10, yeah. Punk's back over, let's say 50 ETH, yes. All those, yes. NFTs they've got some room ahead of them still. They do. Over on, wow. I was really curious about this. On Bitcoin, Pizza Ninja's down, right? They're getting 1,000 more NFT supply. Not great. Puppet's down to 1,200. 0.014. I would love a puppet. I'm still really tempted to grab a puppet. Man, I mean, look. Ooh, I like Sense here too. 0.004. What was that? $180? Is that what I saw? I like Sense. I still think Sense is maybe actually at this price. Sense might be one of the best buys you can make out there. Not a short-term trade, by the way, right? But upside and maybe little less downside. Like risk reward is there on cents. $180. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Art Blocks official details on those 3 new collections, the last of the 500, curated mints. These are free mints for Art Blocks, users. I think you had to be a minter. I don't think it's secondary, right? Actually, I need to check this. I want to see if I'm eligible. But December 1st, Jeff Davis has his drawings for a monument. Again, free mint. On the 8th, Eric Calderon, Digley collects all. And then on December 15th, it's Snowfro called Send Receive. Free mints. You had to make a profile on Art Blocks. I don't know that they cut it off, by the way. Oh, dude, these are really limited. Wow, okay. Drawings for a monument, only 1,000 editions. So you must have to have a very high collector score, however they're scoring it, right? Only 1,000. Maybe it's a raffle. There's only 1,000 of Digley collects all. Okay. And okay, there we go. Now Snowfro, right? Founder Art Blocks. That's the name there. 65,535 editions. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if that means everyone. I imagine we had more than 65,000 minters or buyers on Art Blocks, but I don't know. But I wonder if everybody gets to mint that. So it's not an unlimited, supply, but 65,000, Man, I hope I'm eligible. Can we check? I want to see how if you're eligible here. And maybe they still don't have those details out, but again, you just had to make a profile, and it's based on your achievements too. I think. Oh, I've got none. Okay. Oh, I do have some. Okay, hang on. You got to go claim your achievements. Okay. Okay, hang on. What is that one? Own at least what? Own at least one Art Blocks presents artwork. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I assume the higher your score, it either increases your odds in a raffle or top scores mint. I kind of think it's a raffle thing. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I would be. I mean, get your profile set up, claim your achievements. I think those mints might be kind of cool. All right, Pizza Ninjas mint today. Just a heads up. Again, 1,000 of these. They're minting for like $800 to just over $1,000. Oh, Gravity, thank you. Click the down arrow. Okay, hang on. Down arrow. Down arrow. Where the fuck is the down arrow? Gravity, help, bro. Okay, achievements. Oh, on the individual pieces. Okay, hang on. I got you. Okay, hang on. How does this work? Free to claim for eligible community members. How will that work though? There's only 1,000. Curated collectors on Monday. Art collectors Wednesday. Any Art Blocks owner. But there's only 1,000, right? So it's not a raffle. Is it first come, first serve? Is it a gas war? Okay, hang on. Okay, am I in the right spot here? I feel like I'm not. Okay, Gravity, I think I'm in the right spot. Okay, not eligible here. Yeah, again, I don't know what it looks like though. Eligible collectors will automatically receive airdrops. But is it random, right? Airdrop phase and mint phase. Eligible collectors will automatically. Okay. So the airdrop phase not eligible. Mint phase open to all. Is the mint phase a paid mint? That's what it might be. Maybe it's a paid mint if you're not in the airdrop part. I don't know. I'm just assuming I'm not getting any. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not getting any. But I want. Okay, so eligible. I assume it's going to be eligible for all three. Not eligible, not eligible. Oh, okay. This one I'm not eligible at all. Okay, so Digley, no eligibility here. Snowfro, send, receive. Again, eligible here. 65,000 editions. That one I might be able to get. So maybe. But that first one as well, eligible for the end, but only 1,000 of them. I just don't think. Yeah, I just probably no chance. Whatever. Yeah, good luck to anybody who's going to try and who's going to, get. There's some value there for sure. It's a win. All right, last couple headlines here. Bored Apes have some new Telegram stickers coming to holders. It's if you're a Bored Ape, a Mutant Ape, a Kennel Club holder. I think they're free as well. Yeah, free claim. So again, on Telegram, snapshot on December 2nd. Getting the Bored Ape Telegram. Beeple has a new event coming up. This is actually pretty cool. This is going to be at Art Basel in Miami. Yeah, Gravity, that's what I'm assuming. It's going to be a gas war. So, which kind of sucks, also kind of fun. I dig it. At the Beeple event, man, is he giving away some of those robots? I think he's giving away some robots. He's giving away 10 of those. I think that's what that is. Giving away 10 of those like robots with the faces on them. Cool. 1,024 free prints, 256 free NFTs. Dude, some people are going to get some free Beeple NFTs here, which is amazing. Who's going? What's up, Mike Bennett? Good morning, man. Who is going to Art Basel, guys? It's coming up, next week? Yeah, next week. Dude, always wanted to go to Art Basel. Not happening, but pretty damn cool. Anyway, next week, if you're going, I would not be missing that Beeple event, man. Trying to get one of the NFTs. Like, who wouldn't want a Beeple NFT? Cool shit. Jack Butcher's got a new collection coming out. It's called Receipts. Let me drop a link in the chat. It's worth looking at. Jack Butcher, good shit. Good shit. That's it, boys. I will say this. It's kind of embarrassing, but I got to mention. Okay. Hang on. Where'd that tab go? Okay. I love XCOPY. I would say this. I haven't always understood XCOPY, like his work. I'm probably not alone, right? Like, I get the cultural significance. I've not always understood, like, his art. And man, I like art. Like I've put a good amount of time into understanding things. Didn't understand a lot of his. I don't. And I didn't always see like the appeal. You know what I didn't realize though, guys? I didn't realize maybe a lot of his work is actually dynamic. I didn't know that. And that changes stuff for me. Like, guys who are early to just making crypto art, on-chain art with a message here. I get that. Guys who are also maybe some of the first to have like interesting mechanics on their artwork that can only happen on chain. I love that. And again, guys who pioneered that stuff, I get why they're worth what they're worth. I didn't know Beeple was part of that conversation, man. I didn't know that. Right? So something like this piece, NGMI. I didn't know it changes based on your wallet. I didn't know that. And it was I saw this, I'm like, shit, it's a good reminder that I need to do a deep dive into XCOPY and really understand his pieces and what makes them significant. They're not just cool. They are cool, but that's not all they are. Some of these are actually pretty damn innovative too, especially for the time they came out. I didn't know. I didn't know this was a dynamic piece. I didn't know we had multiple dynamic pieces. But yeah, this one's 3 pieces in one. This is kind of where he got the inspiration, by the way, for that NFT boxes piece. Saintless, right? 3 different iterations. They're not dynamic, right? But in this case, they are. Depends on your wallet address. It's super cool. I didn't know. Anyway, I love it. I love it. All right, we'll wrap there. God, the AI story is just so big. We'll see. Boy, I was going to see the fallout. It's not fallout. We'll see. There probably will be some, but we'll see the upside, the benefits of, man, the big executive order Genesis mission. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But for the economy, it's a monster. For innovation, it's a monster. I'm here for it. All right, hit the like on the show before we get out of here. Come to CryptoSlam on YouTube and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Again, Thursday will probably be much earlier. I think Thursday might be like a 7 a.m. show. We'll see. But holiday stuff, I try to get it in early because there's stuff going on. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Subscribe and goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day.